Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hannah, and today Mr. Leatherwood is not with me, but I brought some other guests that you might know.
Matthew, hi. And Jaden.
They're going to help me talk about dividing with the Big 7. You may have seen my video last year, dividing with the Big 7, and that's great. We're still going to use those exact same skills, but this is a new video because this one is reloaded. So get out your paper and pencil, make sure you're following along, and let's get started. All right, we're going to just jump right in and start with a problem, and we're going to use all of those cool multiple towers that you worked with this morning, but remember, you're not going to have to do 30 of them. Let's take the number 436. We're going to divide that by 21. Now, the first thing that you're going to do every single time is you are going to list the multiples of the divisor. This number right here is the divisor. And we all know 21. You guys listed multiples for hours last night. Guess what? You don't have to do that again. You only have to do those first 6. Remember those? Let's write them out now. We start with 21 times 1. Everybody can do that. That's 21. Then we're going to take 21 times 2, and that's 42. 21 times 3, and that is 63. Do you see any patterns there? 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3. I bet you could figure out the next number, huh? But we don't have to go there because now we're going to take what we know about 21 times 1 and change that to 21 times 10. And that's going to be 210, or 21 and a 0. Now 21 times 20. Let's go back up here. 21 times 2 is 42. So 21 times 20 is, there's my 42, add a 0. It's 420. And last but not least, 21 times 30 is going to be, you got it, 630. So now I'm going to use all of those to help me divide this number. Now it's called the Big 7 because when we set it up, the house looks like a great big 7. Remember what we're doing when we're dividing. We're trying to figure out how many groups of 21 I can make with this number right here, 436. I'm looking at the whole number. Well, probably a lot. I could sit here and take 21 out all day long, or I could take bigger groups, more groups of 21 out, and make it faster. That's where these multiples on the side, my multiple tower, helps me. So just looking at it, I have 436. I'm trying to see how many groups of 21 I can make until I want to get this number down to 0 or so small I can't divide anymore. Well, would 630 work? No, it's too big. I only have 436, so I can't make 30 groups. Could I make 20 groups? Yeah, I could, because 20 groups would be 420. So I'm going to put my 20 over here to tell me how many groups. How many groups is 21 times 20? Or, Matthew, what is 21 times 20?
Isn't it 420?
Very good. So I'm going to write that down here. Because if I have 20 groups of 21, that's 420 I can take out of my number. Remember, in division, I'm trying to get this number down to 0 or so small I can't divide it anymore. So now let's see, how did we do? Let's see what we have left. That in math language is subtracting. 6 minus 0 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. I have 16. Wow. I sure can't take 20 groups out. That's way too much. Can I divide that at all? If I have 16 left, can I make any groups of 21?
No.
What do you think?
No.
Why not? Why can't I not make any more groups? 16's too small. So what do you think 16's going to be? It's my remainder. This one happened to work out really good because I took a huge chunk out and all that I had left was my remainder. So my answer is 20, remainder 16. Let's try another one. All right, we're going to look at one more just to make sure you got this. Please make sure you're doing this with me so you see where my numbers are coming from. I'm always going to start with a division problem. This time, let's have 652. We'll divide that by, let's go with 15 this time. Now, remember, what's the first thing I'm going to do? Do my multiple towers. Those are going to tell me how many groups I have. Let's start with 1. 15 groups of 1 is 15. 15 groups of 2, or 2 groups of 15, what would that be?
That would be 30.
30. Just going to double it. If I have 3 groups, what do I have?
45.
45. Okay. And now I'm going to go down. Remember, I only have to do 1, 2, and 3, and then to 10. What's 15 times 10?
150.
Very good. What's 15 times 20?
250. Wait, 230.
Oh, look right here. It's going to be this number and add a 0.
300.
There you go. We're all learning this together, aren't we? And 15 times 30 is...
450.
There's your 450 right there. All right. Now I've got all my multiples set up. Guys, the whole point of this is to see how close I can get to this number. I'm seeing how many groups of 15 I can take out, okay? Could I take out 1 group of 15? Absolutely, I've got 15. Could I take out 2? Yep, but that would only be 30. Could I take out more than 2 groups? How about 3 groups? That would be 45. Making it faster. Could I take out 10 groups of 15? That's 150. I could. But this number's so big, I could probably go higher. Could I take out 20 groups?
Yes.
Yep. Matthew, Jaden, can I take out 30 groups of 15?
Yes.
Yes. Because I have such a big number, 30 groups of 15 is not more than this. So I'm going to put my 30 right here. I'm going to answer the phone and be right back.
Yeah.
All right. So 30 groups of 15, what is that? I can look right over here, and it tells me that's what that's for. 30 groups of 15 is 450. Let's see how small we got that number.
That's 2, 0,
2. Very good. So now we've taken a big chunk out of 652, but not enough for us to stop. Because remember, we know to stop when the number at the bottom is so small we can't make another group, or we get to 0.
I think you should
Okay?
take out 15 times 10, 150.
Okay, Matthew says we should try 10 groups of 15. This one right here, because 15 times 10 is 150. It's not too big, and it's not too small. So I'm going to write down 10. So I remember how many groups that is. 10 groups of 15 tells me right here, 150. Now I'm going to subtract. Let's see how well we did this time. 2 minus 0.
2.
And I can't take 5 away from 0, so I'm going to have to borrow. 10 minus 5.
5. It's 5.
Okay. Can I stop here?
No.
No. I can't do another group of 10, but what could I do a group of?
15 times 3, 45.
I could use this multiple here. 3 groups of 15 makes 45. I do need to write smaller, don't I? Now, let's see. Did we finally get it this time? What's 12 minus 5?
12?
7. Is 7? Now, can I make another group of 15?
No.
I can't. It's too small.
So that's
So 7 is my
remainder.
and I put an R there for remainder. Remainder starts with R, and that just reminds me, that's not something just hanging off the bottom. That's not part of my groups. Those are my leftovers, my remainders. So my answer, to get that, I have to add 30, 10, and 3. I have to add all these numbers. 30 plus 10 plus 3. What is that?
43.
3, 4.
And then
So I have 43 groups altogether, but did I have a remainder?
Yes.
Better put it up here. What's my remainder?
7.
7. Go back and watch these two examples as many times as you need to. And then I've got a couple I want you to work for me, and I want you to do them on your notebook paper and bring them to me tomorrow. All right, so here's your homework for tonight. For the first one, I want you to do 731, and let's divide that by 25. Whew. The second one I'd like for you to do, let's try 654, and we'll divide that by 18. And the last one for you to do for me tonight is 873. 37. And we'll divide that. All right, I'm going to divide by 37.
Yeah.
Okay, do those for me. Bring them to school along with your other notes, guys. And remember, before you start dividing, yes, I want you to do the big 7. But before you start dividing, you are going to make those multiple towers. Multiple towers for each one. So you may need a whole piece of paper for each problem, and that's okay. Good luck, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.